Abundant Girl Era. Hi guys, welcome to my newest series. This is a 4-part series where we literally get abundant for 2024. Let's do this. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I want to bring you guys some sunshine. I don't know if I'm gonna film the entire video out here. Prettiest day right now. I just had to bring you outside. Just in case when I edit this back, I don't want it to be too loud outside, but hello everyone. I hope you had an amazing Christmas and New Year. I did take time off, so that's why there was no new videos. I do that every single year. Right before Christmas, I just reward myself, like all the, content that I put out. I just take time to be present with my family and really understand, like, okay, what goals do I want to have this year? And I have to say, 2023 was kind of like meh for me. And if you felt the same way, like I couldn't believe when everybody was posting their highlights on Instagram. I was saying to my husband, like, I'm not the only one who felt this way. Like I saw so many people being like, can't wait to leave you in the past 2023, or like, this wasn't my year. And I feel like I want to address that for a second, because so many of us have to see that a year that maybe you didn't have tangible goals. I'm going to give you 2 examples. In 2022, my goal was to buy a house. So when I did, I could check that off and be like, okay, yeah, that was the year that I really achieved my goals, because it's something very clear. Like, okay, you either bought a house or you didn't. When you have goals that are like, I want to be healthier, or I want to save more money, or I want to pursue my dreams, like they're kind of, I don't want to say iffy goals, but they don't have like a concrete result. They're harder to measure, which could leave you feeling like meh at the end of the year. I want to remind you to, 1, be gentle with yourself. 2, some years are all about planting the seed. That's what 2023 was for me, and maybe it was for you too. Even if you don't have something to show for it, where you're like, okay, I'm this much further in my career, or I'm this much further in my savings account, or I'm this much further with my health and fitness journey. Even if you just took the year to get crystal clear about what you do want, still planting the seed to have an amazing 2024. And this is actually our year to be super abundant. When I'm right about these things, I'm right about these things. I wanted to put together a 4-part series, my 2024 series, starting with this video, which is literally the design part. And then my next episode is going to be all the habits. So before we get into how I personally like to design my year and make a vision board and my lists and how I do different categories, I first want to give tough love to anybody watching this. For the people that are the naysayers, where they're like, I don't believe in New Year's resolutions, I don't believe in goals, I don't believe in vision boards. Okay, you get what you give. What you put out is what you're gonna get back. When I say I believe in energy so much, I wanna give you guys an example. I always say to my husband, and my husband says it to me too, our daughter gets free things wherever she goes. Wherever she goes, somebody wants to give her something. They're like, we're at Whole Foods, the checkout person will say, can I give her candy? Can I give her a cookie? If we're out for dinner, they come and they bring something special for her. And the more we say it and acknowledge it and believe it, the more it keeps happening. That is energy, my friends. That is the law of attraction, kind of in a nutshell, where you let go because you believe it's going to happen. You feel no resistance because you believe it's going to happen. But I'm gonna make more videos on the law of attraction, especially for 2024. Now let's talk about how you're going to design the best year of your life. So 2024, how I like to design years. And I like to break them up into categories. But before I break it up into a category, I always theme the year. So this year, the theme is back to basics, abundant girl era. So that kind of means 2 different things, because back to basics is something personal to me. Because I make a vision board for every single year, because I make goals for every single year, I can actually look back and say, okay, this year I achieved a lot of things. What did I do that year? For me, 2 standout years were 2019. I think that was a great year for a lot of people. and 2021. So those were 2 years that I felt like I was really achieving the things that I had on my list. Both of those years have similarities. Again, why it's so important to write these things down so you can go back and look into it. So my first tip for you guys with designing your life, theme your year. Okay, so here's my categories. You can obviously have your own or use this as a rough outline, whether you're just making a list or if you're making a list and a vision board, which I'm 100% doing, but it gives you some direction. So if you're like, okay, what do I want this year? The categories give you direction. So I have health, fitness, appearance, mindset, parenting, romance, work, and personal. I like to make my list first and then make my vision board. So the first thing is for health. Going back to basics, so going back to the theme of this year for 2024, the year 2019 and 2021, both those years I was really big into juicing, and juicing fruits and vegetables is really powerful for me. I think there's the challenging side of literally buying all the fruits and vegetables, cleaning all of them, laying everything out, juicing, preparing the juices for the week. I like to juice like one big batch and then have for like the next couple days, then do another next couple days, then cleaning the juicer. Like, it's work juicing, okay? It just is. But I think that me and my personality type, like, I need to be challenged. The way a fresh juice in the morning tastes, now this doesn't replace my smoothie with protein powder or anything like that. This is just literally like, I always think of it like you're injecting your body with minerals and vitamins, and first thing in the morning, it's just so healthy for you. Next for health, I have finding joy in cooking every single day. I'm somebody, I really do have to cook 95% of my meals. I'm so picky. Before I even go to a restaurant or cafe, I'm like reading reviews, I'm looking at the menu, I'm seeing what kind of oils they use. Like, I just really care about my health, and I'm not somebody that I can just go pick up food every single day or something. Like, cooking is essential. And then also it's finding the joy in it too, and not just seeing it as a chore. And then acupuncture. I have found acupuncture to be the biggest stress reliever for me. Like, even more so than a massage. A massage feels good and is amazing, but then there's acupuncture where I see the results lasting a really long time. This one's a quick one. Next category is fitness, and that's Pilates, except I want to up it where I'm doing Pilates 3 times a week. Right now, I'm not even kidding you guys, it's once a week. And the fact that I only work out once a week has been bothering me, especially because in 2021 and 2019, going back to years that I want to highlight certain things I was doing, I was working out more than 1 day a week. Next is appearance. So I have on here everything showers, and I actually just took an everything shower, so I'm gonna include those clips. And everything showers where you literally get in the shower and do everything from exfoliating, and I like to make my own exfoliator, to shaving, showering, a hair mask, like all of it. Self-tanning after, like everything showers take a long time, and as a toddler mom, I sometimes am like, when do I have time for that? Today's shave the legs day, tomorrow I'll wash my hair, and I like spread it out when really I just have the motivation to just do it all right then and there. I also have on here daily makeup, even if it's quick. Inside is what matters, right? Like, if you're not happy on the inside, then forget the rest, right? But sometimes if you just, you know, put a little into your appearance, you're gonna feel amazing. It's like the fake it till you make it kind of thing. I'm not gonna say this for everybody, but for me, put on the makeup, girl. Next category, mindset. Something I was doing in 2019, 2020 as well during the pandemic, and 2021 is I always had a podcast on. If I'm doing dishes, there was a podcast, or a self-help, self-development ebook where I was listening to it, or audiobook I should say. And as I was doing things, I was like kind of learning things too. And it just put me in this place of, there's going to be days that you fall off, right? Like maybe you order a pizza and you have all healthy food in the refrigerator. There's gonna be weeks where you just don't work out and you just can't get back into it. When I'm listening to a powerful book or podcast, I feel like it gets me right back on track. It gets me to have that motivation that I need. It also helps with keeping an abundant mindset, because keeping an abundant mindset is like working a muscle that needs to be worked. Like when you're working out your arms, like if you work them out and then you stop for a while and then you work them out, you're not gonna get stronger, right? So having that abundant mindset, be very careful what you're consuming. My next category is parenting. So for this year, for my vision board and for my goals, it's to do activities with my daughter that fill my cup too. Because when we go to these indoor playhouses, my soul leaves my body. Like it's just like, bye-bye for now. And I'm just like, I hate it. And I feel guilty saying that, because sometimes she's having this time of her life. Sometimes she's not though. Sometimes I can tell she's like overstimulated. Sometimes we're there with a group of, you know, my friends and their kids too. So it's kind of better to meet at a place like that where there's something for all the kids. But a lot of times me and Violet have the time of our life being outside, hanging out with our neighbors, going to the park. That's again outside. Even things like going to Whole Foods together, and then we stop at a cafe next door and she plays outside while I'm having a green juice. Like there's something for both of us, and maybe she can feel that energy 2, or I'm sure she can. Like, again, back to the energy, how powerful it is. But I think kids can feel like, okay, we're both really enjoying this experience. So it's not that I'm never gonna take my kid to an indoor playhouse. It's just not gonna be like my go-to. My next category is romance, and me and my husband need to do a weekly date night. And for us, it doesn't even have to be an evening thing. If we could have somebody watch Violet during the day and do something together, we said this too, even a workout class together. It doesn't just have to be going out to eat and drinking, because I don't really drink. We don't always need to do that, although sometimes it's fun to like dress up for each other and like do that, but it doesn't even have to be that kind of date, but just having that quality time together, and Violet, our daughter, seeing us have that quality time together. My next category is work. It's so important to realize, like, you're the creator of your life. Like, you're the one who's going to design your life. You're the one who's going to wake up early and put in the work, or stay up late some days to get everything done. Like, it's you. I want to just create content that fills my cup. Again, going with what I was saying before about filling my cup with parenting, but filling my cup with work, where it's not just creating content that I know other people want to see, but it's content that like makes me feel good, that like I like putting together. Maybe it's the content that I want to see myself, that I'm like, you know what, I'd like content like this. I wish there was content like this. Okay, then make it. You know, like, just really not having the victim mentality with anything this year. That's really my thing. Like, okay, if there's something I want, I can go out and get it. And then last but not least, you can put, I put personal, and this is where you could just put goals that maybe just don't like fit in anywhere, or they're just like very specific to you. So this one's very specific to me, and that's home projects. So I just made personal. And me and my husband are actually making a joint vision board together, like something on Pinterest, where we said, okay, this is our year. We've owned this house for 1 year, and the first year was just kind of like furnishing it. Like, we started with 0. We didn't even have pots and pans. Like, we started with 0, and so then we furnished it. And we actually had to replace the roof, so that was like a really big project. I had this fireplace built in, so there was like things like that. But this is going to be the year where we make this house a home, and we do projects that are things that we really want to do for our home projects. We kind of have like some big ones, like some very expensive ones, but then we have other ones like photos on the wall, like other ones that could be like more budget friendly. Overall, how I look at 2023 was, it was my year of planting seeds, and 2024 is going to be the best year because I'm crystal clear about what I want. And I hope it's like that for you guys as well. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to check out my channel every Wednesday, because my next video is going to be about the habits and putting everything all together. Have an awesome day, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.